Hey everybody, this is the player currently known as Kyo. I'm here with Knack watching a ZvZ today. The players participating are ZeroVector in the south corner, and we have Pandii in the left corner of the map on, it looks like Shattered Temple. Say hello to everybody, Knack.
Hello, everyone. This is going to be tons of fun. We just got out of game number 1, which I thought was pretty interesting. I really liked ZeroVector's play style in that matchup, Kyo. I really was appreciative of how quickly he reacted to his opponent and some of the things that he did to to catch his opponent out of position and make some really nice plays just to keep Pandii slightly behind, and he just kind of slowly picked her apart in that matchup.
That was nice to watch.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, he was. I was really impressed with how he did that, especially given who Pandii is. You were telling us that Pandii is Liquid Rhett's girlfriend. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know how much time. I don't know the details of it. That's all I was told about her. So
gotcha.
That's really all I have to go off of.
Yeah, but pretty interesting stuff. I mean, she definitely hangs out with those guys, so has got the right kind of people helping her out. So, I mean, definitely a good player, and you could see some of the things that she was doing, but I don't know, I think what really ended up losing it for her in that game was that she did go for those Mutalisks and just wasn't able to get them up in the numbers that she needed before, ZeroVector was able to have enough AA to really hold it off, so.
Yeah, if she wanted to go anything that was heavy in gas, I would have probably put it more towards the Infestors.
Right.
You build the Infestor pit, you get the Infestors out, and then you have your way through Hive Tech right away, so.
Right, yeah. Well, and I actually did see this game with you. You got me invited to this game, which was kind of interesting because, man, these games were chock full of people, and it looked like I barely got in before, the game was completely filled for observers. And Six Jacks Major was in this one, and
Liquid Red, of course, was there watching again.
Right.
What was funny was, you can't see it in the replay, but that last game we watched, you had people sitting there asking Rhett if they could train him, and he's sitting there saying, no, I'm not helping anybody, no. It was actually pretty funny to just watch everybody going.
That's funny. Yeah, those guys, those grandmasters and pro players, they get just bombarded with requests for help all the time, don't they?
I think the nice thing is you can't friend or whisper grandmasters unless they actually add you to their friends list.
Yeah, that is nice.
I think it's the protection Blizzard sets up for them.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think it's really smart too. That's why I want to be a grandmaster eventually. Then I can limit the people that come and chat with me. I get some really strange things, honestly, because I've got my character code and my name out on the websites and stuff all the time,
Yeah.
And so, like, all sorts of weird people will come and add me as their friend, and they'll invite me to strange games and stuff like that, and I'm like, who are you? I have no idea who you are. And they're like, oh, I got your name off of blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I mean, that was there for people who were entering the tournament, not necessarily for people who are, looking for somebody to hang out with, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway. Unfortunately, you put it out there and you're going to hear something.
Yep. You'll always get people that will just take advantage of that, which is not that big a deal. Most of the time I'm, pretty cordial to the people and just say, hey, why don't you come join my tournament? And I'm kind of busy right now. See you later. But it is what it is. Now, so let's see. I can't remember who won this game, quite frankly. So I'm interested to see. Oh, look at this. Pandii going to be moving out for an expansion. I'm interested to see how ZeroVector is going to approach this matchup. Got his expansion a little bit sooner than Pandii, which was different from that last match. And Pandii going straight for Evo Chamber. I mean, that's actually pretty fast, I would say. 6 minutes.
Yeah, I think she was going for a quick advantage against Zero in this matchup.
Yeah.
I like how he has his 6 Zerglings sitting right outside her base.
Yeah.
Right outside her natural. He can see when she's moving out. He knows he's not in trouble yet.
That's right. Yep, looking pretty good. Poking in and out, just seeing what's going on. Always a smart idea. So really good scouting, quite frankly, in this game. Pandii does have
2 overlords over here.
Yeah, 2. Checking out this natural, checking out the main. And ZeroVector, he does have the 1 over there next to the natural. So, but I mean, again, this is what I was saying in that last game. Is I would like to see. Usually, what you see in these ZvZs is all sorts of overlords all across the map until, until players get up a Hydralisk Den or something. Any AA. But usually the map control is there early in these ZvZ matchups.
One thing I was hoping to see when I was watching this, especially since these two started basically close air, they use the overlords to scout, and usually what you'll see in Grandmaster games is just the overlords sit on top of the hatcheries, and each Zerg will wait for the other player to make their spawning pool before they make theirs, basically in an attempt to get more drones up, get the better economy out of the situation. But neither of these two actually did that in this game. They both went straight for what they wanted when they felt like they wanted it.
Yep. Yeah, I think the ZvZ mirror matchup is probably the most difficult. In that, is this Overlord going to go down? No, it is not. Barely scooting out of there. But I think it's the most difficult of the mirror matchups, just because, I mean, the units are so fast early in the game.
Right.
And it's such a delicate balance between economy and units, when you're a Zerg player. Really can make things interesting. Looks like Pandii going to be going for another expansion here fairly shortly. And ZeroVector going to be responding in kind, because he does scout that with his Overlord. So that, I mean, that's what you were talking about. This is a pro level play here, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they don't, with ZvZ, when you're playing against any other race, you always want to try to stay one base ahead of them. Likewise, in ZvZ, if you fall one base behind, you're going to tell the difference.
Right. Yep, pretty good stuff. Look at that. Scouting Zergling from Pandii getting in. Unchecked. It's going to get a kill. No, it does not. Look at that. That drone getting out of there with 2 HP. That is always fun.
Super drone.
Yeah. Missile attack level 1 on the way for both players. However, Pandii's is just about completed. And an infestation pit for Pandii as well. Oh, and a Hydralisk Den. Nice. So Pandii going to be going for Hydra, Roach, Infester. That is an interesting combination. And what do we have?
It's funny, I
ahead.
saw a Hydra Den starting for Zero earlier. I guess he canceled it.
Yeah, it appears that he did. He does have his infestation pit now on the way. But it looks like he is going to be staying with Heavy Roach here for quite a while. With Infester backup. Not a bad play there. Pandii going to be going for her gold expansion as well. Not bad stuff, man.
Now you play Protoss all the time, right?
Yes, I do.
That's your main?
That is my main race. I'm considering trying to really take on Terran. I've never really made myself good at Terran. Or Zerg, actually, to be honest. I'm really only good at Protoss at this point. But I am considering moving to Terran for a little while, just so that I can really, really understand the build order and kind of have a fallback race, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I tried Terran last night, and let's just say it only happened once.
Yeah, remember, that was against me.
Yeah.
I love Terrans who fast expand. That's one of my fortes. Looks like Pandii going to be spreading creep.
Let's see. She got 2 spine crawlers at the entrance of her natural.
Yeah, kind of strange placement there. I mean, I guess it's not the worst, but
I'm not sure what that's for.
yeah.
I personally have never talked to Pandii, so I haven't been able to get her comments on what she did. I didn't get to ask her why she did things. I've only got Zero side of it, so I guess you could say at the moment I'm kind of biased.
That is okay. That's the way I get in the tournaments. I mean, I've got friends, that play in my tournaments.
Yep.
And I root for them. And I tell people that while I'm casting the video. Say, well, I'm shooting for this guy. I think that stuff's okay. I think it's healthy. You know what I mean?
Got ZeroVector at the north side.
Yeah, getting ready to
size natural.
Bust through that ramp there. Those destructible rocks only have 2,000 HP. And that's not really being scouted. I mean, Pandii really could have a little bit better map control, I think, at this point. Of course, ZeroVector probably could as well. But he is seeing more of the map than Pandii is, I think, at this point.
Pandii does not see his army, but ZeroVector does not see her gold.
Right.
He doesn't know he's fighting 4 bases right now.
Yeah. Well, and an interesting thing that, that Pandii could probably do slightly differently. As soon as you get that gold expansion up, it's really wise to go ahead and saturate that sucker fully from your other bases. Because it is harder to defend than all those other 3 bases that she's got. Those fungal growths are pretty good, man. Did you like that?
Let's see, what's he doing? Both of them throwing them everywhere.
Yeah. Pretty good fungal growth. ZeroVector taking a little bit better care of his infestors. Pandii's infestors just about dead. He almost got the kill on that one. But Pandii going to be chasing him off. Units lost showing that ZeroVector's just a little bit behind by about 1,100 minerals here, so that attack, I mean, he did some economic damage, which is always good.
Yeah, it didn't turn out great for him.
Didn't turn out
Just
that
call
good.
It what it is.
Yeah. Yep, well said, sir. Could have done better, that is for sure. Of course, with that many fungal growths, sometimes it's hard to back out. But ZeroVector stand on top of his expanding. I mean, he's got this 4th base. It looks like he'll be going for this gold any moment now. Pandii going to be moving out across the map. She has got quite a scary force. That is a lot of roaches. +1/+1 on them. And for ZeroVector, he does have +2/+1 at this point. However, he does not have any Hydralisks. Of course, you know what? Pandii's only got, let's see, it looks like just 2 in the army. But that's a lot of infestors. 2 of them have...
He does have a greater spire on the way.
Yep.
It's actually most of the way complete.
Which would be nice if he could get those Broodlords out immediately. Oh, those fungal growths being so brutal right now on ZeroVector. My goodness. And his ground army is disappearing. He's going to be in a lot of trouble here. I don't think he's going to be able to hold this off. It looks like Pandii made a pretty good attack here. And there's the GG from ZeroVector. My goodness. That was tons of fun to watch. Any last words on that one?
Let's go see Game 3.
Game 3. Man, I'm excited. So it's 1-1 right now between these two. I'm excited to see who's going to win. Let's do it.
It's definitely interesting.
Well, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Kyo for getting these replays for us, and ZeroVector and Pandii for playing. Never alt-tab, always alt-StarCraft. We'll see you guys next time.